But they're going to have to try and manufacture that winning trip. This is a driver's race, in my opinion.
I would agree wholeheartedly, and especially I think in the case of a Beau Jangles. That is going to be really the key. How is the race going to unfold for him? And Bob McClure has to have run several different scenarios through his head this past week and trying to figure that out, because what he wants to try and do, I think, is get some separation on a horse like Odds On Mr. Mamba somewhere in the mile, get enough ground on him turning for home, because like I said, if he's within range, he's got a deadly late kick that I'm not sure anyone in the field can match.
The stakes record was set a year ago, 147-1 by Blueprint. A tad breezy still, but this is going to be such a throwdown. It wouldn't shock you if they threaten that track record.
I agree. I thought wholeheartedly that if we had weather on our side tonight, they would set a new track record for the 3-year-old Colt Pacers. And you know what? It's died down a little bit here now, so who knows?
Greg is going with Beau Jangles. I went with the 3 odds on Mr. Mamba. Whoever you're on, good luck. Buckle up. Here it is, Cup 43. We send things up to track announcer Chad Rosamond.
Defeat, he's 4-5. Odds on Mr. Mamba, who did get by him last week, 2-1. Brandon Boulevard also just passed him. He's drawn the 10-hole, post 6, but in great hands with Dexter Dunn and Sweet Love and Lou, the other limb winner at 7-1. A field of 10 are all lined up. We're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. Pacers pick up speed, and they're underway in the 43rd Pepsi North America Cup. Leaving outside, no wait list, along with Al Papi. Beau Jangles sizes them up in the center. Malillo from the rail. Brandon Boulevard into the top 5 from the 10-hole behind him. Odds on Mr. Mamba to the inside. Redland Rocket Man. Outside of that one is Sweet Love and Lou. Then it's Azrael, Blue Chip, and Lindy Dragon Water. Here's Al Papi and Jingra continuing to drive forward, 26-1 the opening quarter. Hot on his heels is Beau Jangles, and Beau Jangles up on the outside. He makes his move after the lead, and Beau Jangles set to take over from Al Papi. It's no waitlist back in 3rd, and Malillo 4th. To the outside is Brandon Boulevard in front of Odds On Mr. Mamba, 2nd over. 3rd over from the back is Sweet Love and Lou. To the inside, Redland Rocket Man and Lindy Dragon Water. And at the back is Azrael Blue Chip. Down to the half in 54-1. Beau Jangles, the leader into this bend. On the outside is Brandon Boulevard, inching closer, a length away, 2nd. Al Papi in behind Beau, 3rd. 2nd over, Odds On Mr. Mamba, a perfect trip macked out by McDonald. Then to the inside is no wait list. 3rd over, Sweet Love and Lou, Azrael Blue Chip, Malillo, then Lindy Dragon Water, and Redland Rocket Man. As they turn for home, this is the best part. 121 1 3/4, and with $1 million on the line, here's Beau Jangles. Brandon Boulevard on the outside, relentless, continues to come forward and off cover. Odds On Mr. Mamba starting to close. Al Papi up the inside. Here comes Odds On Mr. Mamba. Brandon Boulevard. Odds On Mr. Mamba. King James gets his cup in 148-1. It's Odds On Mr. Mamba, the Indiana sensation, up in the final strides.
That's what it's all about. Great horses putting on a great show. We wanted the showdown. We got the showdown. And Odds On Mr. Mamba. King James, as Chad Rosema called it, he's been the top driver here at Woodbine Mohawk Park for 5 straight years, and he just won the biggest race at his home track as Odds On Mr. Mamba wins Cup 43.
Chills down the spine, Mark McKelvey. Doesn't get any better than that. Easily one of the 2 or 3 best editions of the Pepsi NA Cup I have ever witnessed. And this is what you want. The 3 horses all within a neck of each other. And that was what I thought going in. I said, if Odds On Mr. Mamba is within range, I just don't think they're going to be able to hold him off on this long stretch. And almost a carbon copy of a week ago. He drifts to the outside, but still keeps going. And you just knew he was going to reach. And in the place battle, it looked like Brandon Boulevard maybe edged out Beau Jangles. What an effort from all 3.
We talked about it probably being a driver's race, and I think it's safe to say the trip went probably for those top three the way they were envisioning it. Bob McClure, you knew he was going to go to the front. Brandon Boulevard post 10, all right, you're not going to get a great spot, you're going to be first up. And James McDonald, you could see he had his eyes to the right at the start of the race, trying to find out where Brandon Boulevard would land, make sure he was going to get him behind. It's a dream trip, and I'll love to hear from James in his post-race interview to know what was going through his mind at the top of the stretch, because second over, this was the spot, and he had to think, I can win this race, but those other two horses weren't going to give it up easy.
Yeah, there was just a slight moment in the backstretch where he was parked, and it didn't look like he was going to get cover that he wanted, and then finally when Brandon Boulevard did move out and he got that cover, the dream trip worked out from there.
All right, let's go to John Rouse with James McDonald.
James, first and foremost, congratulations. But look, I want to go back to last week. You win both eliminations with Sweet Love and Lou, and this colt right here, you had to make a tough decision. I mean, how much pressure did you have going to this race just on that alone?
Well, no pressure. I mean, like I said before, I'd have been so happy for Dan and his family if they had won. So, not a lot of pressure. They put no pressure on me, and I just wanted to go out and race a horse race and try and do my best. So, just so happy and so excited for all the connections.
He was so fast in that elimination victory, but he was drifting out wide. You worked out a picture-perfect trip. How confident were you in his ability the moment he was going to get a chance to straighten out?
I was so confident. You know, I just thought I thought the race, the way the draw set up, I thought I was going to get a great trip, and it just, like I said, it was a dream come true. I watched my brother win this race with Sports Writer, and I was at Kawartha Downs, never thinking I was ever gonna do anything like this on this kind of stage. So it's pretty special for me, and I just so thankful I got the drive, and so lucky to be here.
You've driven a lot of talent over the last few years. In this edition, last year you did drive the favorite, and obviously last year the Light Up the World. Did you put any additional pressure on yourself with a colt of this caliber in this particular race?
Not additional, but I mean, I would have been pretty disappointed. I mean, it's just a race that is so hard to win. You know, I'll probably never win another one in my life, but I can finally say I got it done, and I'm so proud of the horse, so happy for Melanie and the connections, and just this time to party.
Representing Canada, winning this North America Cup, winning a multitude of stakes events. James, I mean, have you had a chance, time to reflect?
No, I won't reflect till I'm done. I want to win a lot more stake races, and just want to soak this one up right now.
Keep at it. Continued success.
Thanks a lot, John.